knowing how to talk to these AI systems, how to guide them, is becoming one of the most in-demand skills in the world. And the best part, you don't need a computer science degree to get started. You just need to learn how to ask the right way. Hi, I'm Luke Anderson, an AI machine learning expert. And in this lesson, I'll walk you through what prompt engineering actually is. If you ask, write a short story, the AI will give you something for sure, right? But without knowing the topic, tone, or length, it's basically guessing what you want. Now try this. Write a 100-word story about a day at the beach from a curious cat's perspective in a light-hearted tone. Suddenly, scene is set. There is a character, there is a mood, there is even a word count. And the model can now generate something that actually feels intentional and aligned with your goals. That is the power of prompt engineering. You're not leaving the result by mere chance. You're designing the input so the output is aligned with your goal. Once you understand how prompts shape outputs, the next question is, why things still go wrong so often? You ask ChatGPT to write a quick summary, and it gives you a wall of text. Or you try asking Sora for a video in a cheerful tone, but the video comes out oddly serious, even robotic. Why does the AI get it wrong? Here's something worth knowing. Nearly 80% of weak AI responses come down to just 3 simple issues: ambiguity of wording, information overload, and lack of clear structure. Take Maria, a project manager. She asks ChatGPT, "Give me a project plan for the new app." The model returns a generic checklist. No deadlines, no budget, no risk assessment. So here's how Maria could revise it. In 200 words, outline a development plan for a mobile app launching on Android. Include key phrases from design to release, with rough timelines for a list of potential risks. Now that AI has what it needs, platform, output size, scope, and deliverables, the ambiguity is mostly gone. Now that we know how to fix weak prompts, let's see how these techniques show up in real, everyday AI use cases. One of the most powerful use cases in AI-assisted work is summarization. So let's start with that. When Slack condenses 500 messages into 3 tidy bullets, the prompt behind it is doing 2 smart things: narrowing the scope that fixes the format. For example, summarize only decisions and follow-up actions. Return a 40-word paragraph. This removes ambiguity and gives the model clear boundaries to work within. Less guesswork, more precision, and fewer tokens used. Now, let's move to classifications. It's a silent engine behind everything from spam filters to content moderation. A basic spam classifier might use a prompt like, "Classify this email as a spam or no spam, output only delayed." It's a short, but it works. No extra prose, no polite fluff, just a label that system can use directly. Next up, we have persona-based prompts. These are especially useful when the AI needs to act like somebody with a distinct voice, background, or tone. Duolingo does this really well. Their prompt sounds like, "You are Lily, a friendly Persian barista, stays in character, keep responses under 60 words. When the learner makes a grammar mistakes, gently correct them in brackets after you reply." This works because it nails 4 pieces: identify, Lily, tone, friendly, length under 60 words, and behavior, feedback style. The AI isn't guessing what kind of barista to be, it's being told. Whether you are writing a content, building tools, or automating workflows, start by framing the shot. Think about the outcome you want and the constraints that matters for your outcome, and express them clearly into your prompt.
Code faster. Build smarter. Lead the future of AI. Join the Advanced AI Engineer certification. Check out our website